We have new Fender exotic Acoustasonic Stratocasters. Say hello to Cocobolo. We'll tell you all about it. Check it out. You're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee.
And I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music Center in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to our channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos. If you'd like to support the channel, visit our Teespring store linked below for our custom designed t-shirts just for you. So yeah, some additional, we should say, Acoustasonic Stratocasters of the exotic variety. We did another video. So if you haven't seen that yet, we'll link to that video above our heads there. And those were for some Ziricote models. But like they did last year with the Telecaster variety, we have some Cocobolo models too.
Oh, yeah.
Not two as in the American Pro twos. Twos as in also. Anyways. So yeah, very cool, very beautiful, red-hued Cocobolo, which is one of my favorite tone woods, actually. My wife likes it a lot too. I had a custom guitar built and she's like, go for the Cocobolo. I didn't, but you know.
What'd you get instead?
Macassar Ebony, which costs more. So we've talked about
Expensive taste.
We've talked about that guitar on this channel.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So, but yeah, Cocobolo is fantastic. I love it in acoustic guitars. And these exotic guitars, I think, let's see what your thoughts are. I think the tone woods utilized in these are even more important than they otherwise would be on some other kind of electric guitar, because these are effectively acoustic guitars.
Yeah. We talked a little bit about it in the previous video, but especially with the pickup configuring and the types of pickups, you're probably going to pick up more tone wood vibe and character off of the wood of this guitar, which I really enjoyed the other ones that we did. But so I'm excited to hear these for sure.
Yeah, you know, the guitars have what's called the, if I remember the literature correctly, the string resonance system, the SRS system, which effectively is capturing the acoustic sound of the instrument and then utilizing the electronics and the modeling in league with that. And so you are definitely getting the sound flavored, particularly in that setting where it's using the SRS. But you know, even in addition to that, understanding that what a guitar is made from ultimately affects the strings and the pickups and everything. You know, even the electric settings on this guitar are going to be affected by the top and the body of the guitar. Now, that being said, I don't think most people are going to be buying these because of that, although it's a very cool attribute and aspect of it. I think most of you are going to buy these because they are pretty.
Yeah.
So I've got, you know, kind of your typical Cocobolo here. You know, it's got this kind of reddish, brownish, and blackish, you know, hue to the wood and grain.
So just a quick aside, this bridge and the fingerboard, those are ebony, correct?
Yep.
That is some very cool ebony right there. I really enjoy how Taylor kind of started the trend of not dyeing ebony. Yeah. And you really get to see the cool character, and that's almost...
Well, and it wasn't even just not, you know, like kind of trying to color ebony, but to use your word of dyeing, preventing ebony from dying out or just not being available in guitars. And so what Taylor did was, if you don't know this, partner to create a mill in Cameroon and basically use ebony that otherwise wasn't being used. Trees were being cut down and left because, you know, the people going through cutting down the trees didn't know how black it was till it was cut down. And if it had coloring like this, figuring in the wood, they left it because
it's crazy.
People weren't buying it. Manufacturers weren't buying it. And Taylor took the stand of saying, no, this is what we're going to use. It's just as dense. It works just as well. It just isn't all black. And, you know, to your point, I think it's cool. I like wood grain.
Yeah, and many people don't know this. Chris actually spent several months at the Macassar Ebony mill, and a lot of Taylor guitars that you can find, he was actually personally responsible for cutting down the wood. He cured it. He put it together.
I drug out those logs on my back. 400 pounds at a time because I'm swole.
Yeah, so the Macassar Ebony on his guitar, it's homemade. It's
homemade. Yeah, starting unfounded internet rumors here. So
I like that one.
But yeah, so talking about wood grain though, I love wood grain. I think one of the reasons we like Cocobolo, right, is because of the beautiful colors and the grains of it. And so I just think that makes sense to find that on the guitar. The knobs are ebony, all of that stuff. Yours has some really cool grain. You've got some of the darkness here, but you've also got some light sapwood.
Yeah, give us the master class on the sap.
So I asked you right before we started, do you know what sapwood is? I'll tell you and everybody at the same time. So a tree, if we get real scientific, and I should put on my white scientist robe now, trees have a circulatory system. And if you remember this from biology class when you were in school, xylem and phloem are effectively the highways of a fluid and circulatory that goes through a plant. So on a tree, it goes through the outer part of the tree. And in fact, if you know anything about forest management, I was at a place here. I know I was out there.
I actually majored in forest management.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why you were out there pulling those trees in with me in Cameroon. But if they find an invasive species in an area, they don't have to cut down the whole tree. They'll actually just take and cut the outer bark and about an inch in, and then the rest of the tree will die from that part up because it can't get the circulation through. And so you have, when you're cutting down a tree, you have heartwood and you have sapwood. And literally it's where the sap is because that's where the circulation is. And it tends to be lighter. And that goes into when you see the denseness of the tree rings based upon seasons and the things that the tree went through and all of that stuff. And I'm greatly oversimplifying it. But yeah, that's what we're seeing with this coloration is the heartwood, and what we're seeing with the lighter part is the sapwood. And it's fine. It's just as stable. It's still Cocobolo. It sounds good, and it with Cocobolo, with ebony, with koa, with certain darker tone woods, I think it really adds to the aesthetic of it. So
yeah, definitely.
Very cool guitars. Anyways, all the specs are pretty much the same as a normal Acoustasonic Stratocaster, just affected by the different tone woods utilized in both this and the Ziricote. So just like we did with the other one, we're going to put these through their paces so you can hear for yourself. You ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. So there you have it, Fender's Acoustasonic Stratocaster of the exotic variety with beautiful Cocobolo. So there are now 2 models available. You can either get one of the Cocobolo models or you can look at the Ziricote models, which I mentioned that we had reviewed before. Both are available on our website, it's alamomusic.com. You can see what we have up there. You can ask for photos of the others we have in stock. There's a very limited number of these. I think we only got 2 of each, and I don't know that there's going to be a lot available. One of the things about exotic tone woods is they're exotic because they're scarce.
Yeah.
You know, they're hard to get, and there's just not that much of it. And so, you know, in addition to all of the beauty and the tone that comes out of it, it just simply is less of it. And so that's part and parcel of what's going on here. I have a Strat that's got exotic maple, and literally they ran out of wood to build those guitars. So, you know, sometimes you just never know how much it's going to get because it's based upon the supply of the materials.
These are a cool option because they are exotic and they're special, but the actual guitar itself is a very versatile guitar. Yeah, so it'll cover a lot of bases. And to get a little deep in there, if you're a Breaking Bad fan or a Better Call Saul fan, Jimmy McGill had a Cocobolo desk at Davis and Maine. It was a big plot point. And if you want to be the Jimmy McGill of playing guitar,
I love it.
You better call Chris at Alamo Music and talk about this Cocobolo because
there you go.
It's very special and cool.
Now, you know, one other thing we should make sure that we mention, because this is the same with the Telecasters last year and the Ziricotes, these do not come with a gig bag. So typically, the Acoustasonic Telecaster or Stratocaster come with a really nice gig bag from Fender, but these come with hardshell cases because they're just that much special.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so again, if you want some information or you'd like to get one of these before they are all gone, go to alamomusic.com. If you watch this video, 6 months from now, they're probably all gone. But right now, you have a chance. So, at the end of the day, it's Cocobolo, it's Ziricote, it's mahogany, it's whatever. The very best guitar in the world.
This is the one that you're making music on.
Or that you're buying to match the desk of a TV character. So,
absolutely.
Thanks so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos, and we'll see you next time.
Once again, you guys, thank you very much for watching. If you want to learn more about the guitar, check out Alamo Music. Oh, Pat.
Hey everybody, I love guitar videos just like you do. But guess what? Alamo Music Center has another YouTube channel. You can check out all the piano and keyboard reviews that we have and see more of me. Cooper, do we have another one of those? He's fine.